Hi ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies with coloradoreinsman. Well, what has Mr. Sean been doing since September 11th? September 11th, we had some of you that have been watching me on Facebook know what's happened. Some of my YouTube folks, obviously you haven't seen a video in a very long time. So what happened was on September 11th here in Longmont, Colorado, the St. River, which is about maybe 100 yards over to the north of me here, blew up out of the banks and put 5 feet of water through my house over here, 4 to 5 feet, and about 3.5 feet of water across my arena and my facility here. So we're into December now, and it looks like I may be able to get back in my house maybe around January 1st. We had to completely rebuild the inside. Or my landlords did, and I've rebuilt the facility here, the fences, and lost about $4,500 worth of hay. A lot going on. So one of the things that's happened during that flood time, I was on a little trip back and forth, bringing a bunch of sand back into my property from another area that a bunch of sand washed in. And I happened to see a feed on Facebook about an auction up in Sunnyside, Washington going on. And there I told myself I do not need to look at these horses. I will not look at these horses. Well, I made a mistake and I looked at these horses. And I saw this big, pretty dapple gray mare sitting there at that auction. It really looked like an Andalusian to me. And I really couldn't make any connection with the folks that were at the auction to get some questions answered, and long story short, she ended up getting bought by a kill buyer up there. And I just couldn't let that horse go. So this is Miss Isabella. She's approximately 5 years old. The story on her was an old gentleman took her to the auction, and he had been boarding her in a pasture for a couple years. She was supposed to be one of them dancing horses, is according to what they were saying up there. So, which tells me she's an Andalusian. As she gets here, looking at her, a little bit of thoroughbred looking to her. But then there's a lot of things about her that are Andalusian. I may check her for a chip. I just got her in 2 nights ago from Washington. She's been in 30 days quarantine up in Oregon. Had such a great network of people, from the folks that posted her pictures at the auction to another lady who helped me get her from the kill buyer to getting her in quarantine for a month. This mare has just been through it, and now she's here with me, and we're just going to start. This is my first day. Going to play. I just brushed her for the first time and actually nipped about 1 inch of front foot off. She had some really long feet, and all I did was nip them. She hadn't had her feet trimmed in a long, long time. I still have to get the backs, but I'm going to take a little bit at a time. Yes, ma'am. And everybody said that, you know, she's a little pushy and she's a little hyper when pressure's on. And I'm going to see all that. She's shown me that when she got here, she settled in. I taped her. She's 16-1, nice big tall horse. She's very engaged, very sweet. This mare, you know, has got a lot of attention. She's named after my nephew Matthew Davies' new wife Isabella. Beautiful young lady, beautiful horse. I'm kind of looking forward to taking her forward. I want to take you guys on that journey with me. So she gets to recover her life. I'm kind of recovering mine around here on this beautiful Colorado day. It's 40-some degrees. It's been sub-zero lately. Been working to get things done. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for a beautiful journey with this horse. And also I want to say thank you to the people out there. I've had some, you know, I've kind of got a little ongoing fundraiser to help replace the hay, and you know, I've got a lot of horses that I've rescued, and got a couple during this flood time that I've rescued, and I'm feeding quite a few horses. So, you know, if you want to make a small donation towards hay for some of these horses, I'm still accepting the donations on my PayPal. At the end of this video, I will leave my email address for you to You know, that's what you'll need for PayPal, and I thank you all, the ones that have sent little donations. Believe me, I couldn't have made it without you. I have not received money from the government. Everybody thinks you do well in disaster. It doesn't happen. Let me quit talking. Let me do what I finally get back to doing what I do, because I haven't been doing it lately. And I'm so thrilled to get back. I'm so thrilled to get this mare going. Let's stay tuned. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do with this girl is I'm just going to try to get a little hook on with her. I'm just going to teach her a little bit about space. I'm going to see if I have her attention. So, you know, the first thing I'd like to do is just see if I can teach her to back up. Now, she's a sensitive horse. So, I've got a nice pretty new halter on her here. Nice soft rope halter, no snaps here. You guys have seen my stuff before. Very sensitive right there. Now that shows me right there I've got her attention. If I go out of frame once in a while, I apologize. I've actually got my camera set up on a little tripod, but we're going to make the best of this. But you see right now, see, she doesn't have any spatial awareness. She doesn't know that I would like her out of my space. This is too close. And this mare has shown other people that she's a little hot when the pressure gets on. So I'm going to ask her very gently at first to back out of my space. So I'm going to take my lead rope here. I'm going to increase my energy. You know, I can't ask for better than that. I didn't even have to get on this lead rope. I just kind of increased my energy and vibrated my energy at her. Anybody who's been around horses lately, who's watched all the clinicians and worked with all these people, some of the stuff that you see is not going to be anything new. Okay, there's a lot of different things out there these days, and I've seen most of them. And a lot of them I put good stock in. Some of it, you know, there's some people around the world doing some amazing things with horses, but we also have to look at what's real world. What's real world is I got to get this horse going. If I train a horse, I can't not ride it for a year. So, and that's what some people say you got to do. Well, it's not really realistic. So I kind of intermix these things to get things rolling a little quicker. Now see right there, she moved into me. So I'm not going to jerk her head off. I'm just going to ask her gently, give her an idea here of what I want. And I'm just going to vibrate. Now I'm going to vibrate. And she got off me, and right away I'm going to take that energy off. And let her think. See, her mind's off somewhere else. But this horse has been out in the pasture for 2 years. So, let me just get her here. Now I'm going to ask her I'm going to teach her what the backup is. I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on her and start her from zero. So I want to start in a good position. You know, I'm going to get here in the camera. I'm going to get right here in front of her. I'm going to get both eyes. I'm going to bump her when she tries to avoid. I'm going to ask her to back up. Good. Now I'm going to put my lead rope to work. I'll bump her, keep her attention on me. Keep her attention on me. Ask her to back up. 1, 2. And she's got high-headedness. If this horse has ever been worked with before, she avoided by raising her head up. So I'm going to ask her to move her head over, and real gently, just ask her to come over and push a little pressure on that hip. Back her up. Just keep vibrating, tossing a little energy down that rope. I don't want to jerk on that nose all the time. Good girl. Now I'm going to come in and just pet her. She's a good girl. I like this horse. Now she has a little problem keeping her attention on things. See, she just runs. Look at it. This is the problem a lot of people have. They just run right over you. Run right over you. So I'm going to walk. I'm going to stop. I'm going to teach her to back up right here. Back her up. There. A step. I'm going to get this much today. See, she is starting to get a little pressure and she's looking for the exit. But I'd like to get her mind a little bit more. I might put a little pressure on her, just get her mind, understand who I am. I'm going to ask her to move that shoulder. See, she's just braced right there. So I'm going to get a tool to help me. My very expensive tool, the local little plastic bag. Now this horse did not want to come off the trailer, so we had to kind of flag her backwards off the trailer. Now I'm going to ask her to back up here, and then I'm going to ask her to move that shoulder. Now right there. I put a little pressure, increased my aid, and she gave me her shoulder. She's in perfect position. Let me pet her. You don't have to get all crazy. Start off as small as you can. I'm going to back up. Stop. Okay, she understood the spatial awareness that time. So what you've seen in just a few minutes, she did not crush my space that time. So that's extremely important. I'm going to ask her to back up. And I'm going to ask her to move her shoulder. And I'm going to pet her right there. So with fairly fluid movement, she backed up, moved her shoulder. This is probably like watching paint dry for most of you. For this horse, it's changing her life. She hadn't had any of this work done. I'm not sure this horse has ever been ridden. I don't know much about her. I'm going to try to work things out. Now she's kind of off position here, so I'm going to ask her to move that hip. And right away she moves forward instead of moving the hip. There she goes. Now I'm asking her to back up. I want to get her eyes. Back up. Good. Move the shoulder. Good. Drive forward. Drive forward. Drive forward. I'm going to disengage her. I'm going to back her up. Good girl. I'm going to pet her right there. Now again, I'm going to ask her to back up. I'm going to put my combination of back up, saying move back, move back, move back. I'm going to ask her, I'm going to direct her over and ask her to move that shoulder, move that shoulder, move that shoulder. There we go. Now she just pushed on me with her rib cage. She just tried to leave me there. So I'm going to drive her forward a little bit. Drive her forward. Drive her forward. Put a little pressure on her. Drive her forward. Drive her forward. Drive her forward. I want to get her mind on me. I'm going to disengage her. Pet that horse. Try the other side. Back her up. Back her up. I'm going to direct off to this direction. Move this shoulder. There we go. Now she's a lot bracier on this right side, which is typical. And you can see right now, she's not comfortable on this right side. Look at the difference in that horse right now. Her blood just got up. And I'm going to disengage her. I'm going to stop and let her think. As I watch her, her breathing just increased. Her blood pressure got up. Her adrenaline got up because that right side she hasn't been worked on ever, probably. Just watch how the difference. Whoever's been around her stuck everything on the left side and nothing on that right side. So she's very unbalanced. So let me get in this right eye. So I got to talk to the right brain. So I'm going to step over and I'm going to bump until I get this right eye. And then I'm going to see she always wants to present that left side. So this is right now, this is a very left-sided horse. So I'm going to pet her and I'm going to help her. I'm going to block that head and then I'm going to move that shoulder. Now we're talking. And then I'm going to disengage her again. So I'm being real gentle with her, giving her time to think. I'm going to step on that right side again. I'm going to block this right side and move that shoulder. See, she wanted to go forward instead of move. Now she's trying to present her left side to me. Look at that blood get up all of a sudden. I'm going to ask her to move. I'm going to direct her. Move that shoulder. I'm going to disengage her. I'm going to back her up. I'm going to move that shoulder. See, her left side is, look at her walk out slowly. She's so much calmer on this left side. This horse is just majorly left-brained, but we're going to fix that. Now I'm going to disengage her, present and direct, and move that shoulder off. There we go. Hey, I like to see that. I'm going to disengage her. Now I'm going to help her a little bit. Close that door right there. Move that left shoulder. She wants to leave the building. I'm going to move her forward a little bit. Get her brain off of her. Now I'm going to disengage her. I'm going to switch my tool right here. Move that shoulder. Block this way. Block that way. Look at her. Block that way. Block that way. Block that way. Move her. Move her. Move her. Move her. Move her. There we go. Don't get ornery. Good girl. Speak clearly. I'm going to step towards the rear end. Bump her. Direct. Move that shoulder. To speak clearly, I'm going to bump her. I'm going to bump her. Direct. Let her think. Move that shoulder. Ah, right there. I'm going to stop and say, I'm going to stop her. And I'm going to come in and pet that right shoulder. Oh, it's a good mama. Look at this horse. Now that's what I'm looking for. She gave quickly. Look at her just breathing hard. I haven't even worked this horse. This horse doesn't know anything. She will know something. If you direct, you stay calm, you don't get upset if she looks like she's going to run you over. Just stop her, close the door, open the other door. You're going to make great progress. Look at her. She's going, what in the world? I'm going to ask her to back up. Come on, back up. There, up, back up, back up. Direct her. Look at her think right there and move gently. I'm going to ask her to go forward. Put a little pressure behind her shoulder. Her brain's outside. Let's drive her forward, get her brain back on me. There we go. There we go. I'm going to bump her a little bit. Just drive this inside hip forward a little bit. That way she can't throw that shoulder into you. Drive that hip forward and she'll shape up a little bit more. Drive it. Now I'm going to change. Ah, she anticipated me. I need her to move forward. There. Now I'm going to change my tools. Step towards the rear end. Bump her nose right there. Look at that hip. And put your pressure over here. See how she moved right there. Now I'm going to look. I'm going to change my intention. Turn my body in the direction I want. Close that door. Now that was smoother. Ah, I made the right choice. Made the right choice with this horse. Baby steps, I'm getting the Grand Canyon. Move over. Now, you see her, boy, even a little bit more pressure on this right side. She gets a little pushy. I'm going to get her mind on me. Get her mind on me. She's braced up. There we go. And now I'm going to disengage her right there. Stop her. Exhale quickly. And just let her think. I don't know about you, but I'm happy with what I see. This mare was running over everybody and being pushy and just a little hyper. It's not her nature. Her nature is to be sweet and want to be with you, but somebody in her previous life pushed her in the wrong way. They didn't know how to give her a doorway. They didn't know which doorways to go through. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Oh man, look at that face. This girl's just going to be beautiful. Gonna be beautiful. Now see, I'm still going to enforce my space, so I can come into her space. She doesn't get to get into mine. See, and then she wants to leave the building. When I bump her, I'm not going to let her leave the building. It means I need her to face me. Need her to face me. Good girl. Right there is what I'm talking about. And this isn't big jerking, and you're not going to see me yanking on her right now. If this was a horse that was trying to run away and drag me around, then I might double her around once or twice to get it out of her system that she can do that. Right now, this horse is sensitive. I don't want to do any of this stuff. So, baby, if she presents me with a learning opportunity, like right there, she presented me with a learning opportunity to teach her where to stand. So I taught her, and now she's good. Now I can come in here, and I can reward her where horses groom each other. Just rub her and scratch her a little bit. Work that mane and start getting her used to me handling it. I'm going to rub her on her back. This is the first time I've been standing next to her like this, and see, she got nervous all of a sudden, wanted to leave. I think somebody's tried to get on her. Probably weren't very successful. Alright, now I'm going to let her move around freely for a minute. And you're going to see her come in and out of the frame, but I'm going to take this halter off. I'm going to ask her to bring her head down a little bit. See, I haven't done any of this. Just ask her to bring her head down a little bit. Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned lately to a lot of people, because I haven't been able to do this, but I love what I do, by the way. Now, I'm going to let her kind of move around. If she wants to get busy and canter around and all that, but I'm going to look for her to look to me. I'm going to look for her to start getting hooked on. I'm not going to do my typical route. I'm not trying to work on her transitions right now. I might work her up through walk, trot, canter a little bit, but I'm not looking to refine her transitions. We're looking to establish our relationship. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to just walk off. looking to see if this horse is going to pay attention to me, come to me, or just wander off and look around. Which she can. If she wants to for a second, she can wander off and look around. It's her first time in this round pen. She's over here about to knock my camera off, so I had to move her off. We're probably only going to be able to see her in about half this arena as she goes around, but let me just move her off. So I'm sending her off right now. Now I'm going to block that. I say, don't come in here. I'm going to send her off. This horse moves so beautifully. She moves like an Andalusian, I'll tell you. Now she's looking for an escape right now. So I don't want to go at her butt. I want to come over here and say, let's move. Let's let her move around. I'd like to get out over there. That horse runs. That tail up looks like it's going to go. Well, I can tell you right now, she doesn't know how to run in her rear end. Well, she learns that. So I'm going to move her off now to my left and just see if she'll move out. So I'm on this left side that she typically is more. Look how much more comfortable she is right now. She's just moving forward, keeping this eye on me, so much more comfortable. Gets her correct lead on this side. I'm going to look for her to check in with me. Right there, she checked in with me, and I'm going to back off. I'm going to back off over here. See if she's gonna see. She's just looking off now. I'm gonna move her back off. Good girl. Now I'm gonna back off right there. Now she faced me up right there and is looking at me. Now she's checking in with me. She checked in with me again, and I'm going to back off. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to see if she wants to say, okay, I got you. I'm going to pet her and then I'm going to walk off. And she's licking and chewing and she's understanding what I'm doing. I'm going to move her off a little bit. I'm going to ask her to move off this way. Wait for her to look at me here real quick. Right there. You have to read the subtle signs. I'm going to come over here so you can see. Now right now she's facing me up. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to come in here and say hello to her. I wish you could see it. I'm going to back off. Now she's being extremely passive right now. She's got a leg cocked, she's licking and chewing. She hasn't quite gotten a grasp of following me yet. But I'm going to send her off to my right now a little bit. I'm going to raise my energy, put a little pressure. Now this right side, immediately, she gets that speed up, that tension up, but she's much better right here. She's much better. Now, see, she wants to present that left side to me, and I'm going to say, no. There, and I'm going to take that pressure off. Let her know that right side is fine to work with me on. Now, right there again, she turned and is trying to get that way, and I'm going to say, no. See, she always wants to position that left side to me where she's comfortable. No, now I need that right side to get comfortable. There, she checked in on me. Back away up, she flicked to the left side. I'm going to say no. I'm waiting, no. I'm waiting, no. I'm waiting for that side. There, she came off the rail. Looking for an exit, she presented the left side. I'm going to say no, right side's the deal. Right there, I'm going to pull off. No, again. Take the pressure off. Take the pressure off. Put the pressure on right here. Past that area. Past that area. Past that area. Get stuck at the gate every time. Looking for an exit. I wouldn't be surprised if this horse did try to jump out. There, she came off of that. Again, every time she transfers that direction, I am going to move her. She's a sensitive horse in this right side. Again, I'm going to back off. Yep, every time that left side comes to me, I'm going to say no. I'll push her a little bit. Take the pressure off. See, she's getting comfortable in that quarter of the round pin. She got comfortable there. Push her a little bit. Push her. Now she'll soften out. Look, she's much more comfortable there. She's licking and chewing. I'm going to push her through there. There, take that pressure off. Now she's coming in off the rail, but she's not stopping at the gate now. Get her past there. Look at that head shake. Look at her. I'm going to take all the pressure off. Oh, shoot. Now she's dropping her head down to the ground. She's just faced me up. She's soft, she's licking, she's chewing, she's soft. She didn't try to jump out of the round pen that time. She's thinking about coming over here. What I'm looking for right now is her just to soften that right side out a little bit. And I'm getting both brains a little bit more attached to the fact that we're working together. So I'm going to ask her to send off. I've let her think about it now. I'm going to send her off to the right again and see if I get a better result. Raise my energy. Ask her to move off. Okay, look at the difference right there. And now she's moving off fluidly and softly without all that panic, without thinking about trying to get out. Now I'm going to take the pressure off right there. Now, have I mentioned I love what I do? So she pulled in, disengaged, came to me. Now I lost her right there. Who cares? Got a lifetime, hers and mine, to get better. I'm going to ask her again. Move off. I'm going to raise my energy. Close this door. Move off. Beautiful. Good girl. I'm going to push her out right here. Just point at her shoulder, lift that shoulder up, let her move forward. I want her to check in with me. Oh, she just checked in with me. And I'm going to take that pressure off right there. And then I'm going to come in here and say hello. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my first time really back with a video for you. Worked a couple horses since this. She left me. Who cares? We've already made such great progress. Let's see if she comes back. I've already got her to understand spatial awareness, release, getting off of my pressure. She's moving in the direction that I would like her to move in, whether it's on the halter or here free in the round pen. She is starting to get a little bit more hooked on. So that's a good enough place to quit for one day. Now she's just going around checking things out. She's thinking about coming back over to me. I'd love to finish with her just kind of coming in to me and saying hello. But if that doesn't happen today, that's fine. Believe me, this horse had never been really worked like this. She's a good girl. She's a mama. So I'm going to get my halter. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Isabella. First time working with her. What a fantastic deal. I couldn't ask for better results with a horse that I just unloaded from a trailer. Came off at auction, came off a kill buyer's lot. Knew nothing about this horse. I took a big chance. Didn't see her, didn't know her conformation, didn't know her mind. But I saw something and I just thought it and I felt it. And I'm so happy I did. She's going to be a fantastic partner for either myself or maybe possibly someone else in the future. I can't keep them all, but I'm so happy I've got this one right now. Stay tuned. Sean Davies, Colorado Reinsman. We're back in the saddle. Thanks so much.